Hello, welcome back. Last time, Great Palace mapping went a lot faster than I expected. So I have the skeleton key, I have A keys, and the rest of the palace should be open to me. Still kinda stewing over that doll mystery. I don't know what's up with that. So I know what I saw and I know what I'm not seeing now. But it doesn't really matter. So theory is, I'll get to Shadow Link, Dark Link, whatever his name is, and get the, interact with him with the bottle, then get kicked out of the palace and go elsewhere to do things. Summon Ganon, deal with him that way. Okay, so that left on the next layer is something I cannot get to. The right is something I can't get to over there. The broken line... yeah, so that's all fully covered except for... right, this is the actual way down to Thunderbird and the finale. But the way to get there is going to be one of these three rights here. Okay, I think I understand what's happening, and so what's the actual route there? Left, right, down, down... There was a reason I couldn't take this right, the one that's in the center now. Wait, why is that, like, narrower? What is that first right there? So this one's the fake wall, right? What's the top one? Let's go there and find out, because I'm not sure. There's like a big wide open... oh, right, so one is a room transition, the other just is the room continuing. So I think the room transition is the blocked off place. And the room continuing is... I don't know. Why would I not have gone there? Alright, I gotta remember how to fight these things. That's how to do it. Sweeping up-down motion. I have Protect equipped? I was gonna cast Protect? Here in this palace? Apparently. Did I actually do it? No. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Ding. Fire bars. I'm gonna try the same thing here and have the exact same result as always. At least it's consistent. Open ceiling, pillars. No bird knights around. Just a firebird. Oops. Okay. So, straight right out of here would lead me to the wall I can see through but not go through. Yeah! But there's going to be an elevator down at some point that I want to take instead. Right, so part of my mental model of how these statue heads work is when they wrap around to the other side of the screen, they also heal. Which is another thing that makes it seem... but that one only took 2 hits. Perhaps that part of my understanding is wrong. If it had been right... whoa! You boosted me up to that column, that's fun! I can actually ride the bird up and get extra height off of it. Neat. If that had been true... okay, remind me. Is this the... it's not too far away. Actually, this might be a locked door, because this does not look like the room I remember having the wall I could see through in it. That must be the one below. Yeah, I think this is a locked door. Yep, sure is. Okay. So let's start here. Right, this is the one that's the room transition. So aggressive, these things. So there's a down, there's a right. Statue hallway, Moa dropping flames, blue birdie. Why does this look like the wall spot? Hey. Alright, so and I think there are other ways to damage you than upward stab. But that's the one I know that works. Okay, well, you're the one I should cast Protect against, I guess. Okay, I remember this room layout, but clearly I haven't been in this iteration of it, on the second quest at least. Is this just a dead end with nothing? That's what it's tasting like. Oh, that's technically something. I wonder if I might be asked to do Great Palace rooms with no amulet in, for example, the randomizer. I mean, even if I found the amulet, sometimes you need a quicker magic refill. So that's not, like, completely devalued just because I have something around my neck. Where am I? Well, here. Another down. Okay. I wonder if this is a part of the... This is totally a part of the palace I saw before. Yes, of course. Alright, so there's another down I can take. I don't know why I'm insisting on killing that thing, but that's what I'm deciding to do. Whoops. This room dead ends. I know this schematic. Unless this is a version that has an open door over here. It's not. Okay. Well, Bubble, you can, well, find your way to me again, I guess, actually. It's not how that sentence was going to go, but that's where it landed. Dump. Does this get me on the other side of the wall? Hey, yes, I believe it does. So this place very similar to a later part of the palace. In that, well, what would be the equivalent of this way in that part is where I would find the doll, that apparently doesn't exist in this version. But here I just find a double dead. They all fell at the exact same time. That was pretty. Alright, so this way then. Statue, slime dripper, nothing else. Potential for red jar? Nope, not even. Alright, so I think I'm done here then. All the way back and around to where the next broken right word line is. Alright, so is it right of here? No, down one more, no, down two more layers? Okay, that'll work. Uneventful trip back, nothing much happened. But I think all the way on the right here is going to be a door that is locked. You can stay there. With a few wounds I inflicted. Yeah, whatever. So theoretically, one of these should be one hit away from death if they keep their damage. Okay, yeah, no, they keep their damage. At least that version does. I don't know if the ones that I see in other places do too. I don't even need this, but I'm picking it up anyway, all the way to the right. Right, this nasty room. This one's good. Yeah. What if I just ignore you? Oh, it's just the one 3-tile jump. Somehow I imagined there being 2. I think in the Ocean Palace version or wherever it is, there are actually 2. But that might not be right either. So here's this schematic. Oh boy, that was close. It's okay. Why do I do this to myself? Because it's fun and I can usually get away with it. And it would be funny if I didn't. So I'm just in the high hall, all the way along. where there's nothing. Complete dead end. Okay. Let's fall in the pit. Now, that feels like a point of no return, potentially. So maybe before I do that, let's take another... I think this exact thing happened last time I was here, and that led to the Thunderbird fight. So if I wasn't ready to do that, and I wanted to open some of those other locked doors, I'd need to make it back across this. Well, see? It was funny, because I did not. But that puts me up here. Ah, okay, I'm in this spot. Got it. Alright, well, for map coverage, I'm gonna go here, but yeah, that's where I need to fall to go forward. Because I remember being on top of that cliff, and then afterward... afterward I was led to Thunderbirds. So what's the space between here and there? This little swampy spot. Was I already here? I was in a room like this, but I don't think it was this room. Alright, so that's gonna link up with that. Cool. And there's one more place further down I want to hit up before I go back to the cliff. Cliff, yes. You know, one of those indoor cliffs. Hey, bluebirds! I got a place for you. How about here? There we go. I went down with you, but I had a fairy and you did not. Oh, you need a key to come back from this. Oh, the bluebird had... It found its fairy. It did have one after all. Alright, and this has linked back up to where I've been, but I need to go all the way down there, too. Bluebird in this room. Alright, so at the end of this hallway is a locked door. Alright, so I know sending you to the lava zone is not so effective, so let's send you to the dead zone instead. Yeah. I'll try the stab in the, like, ribcage approach. It works eventually. Just, you're so, like, all over the place. That's just a lot harder to make work than with a Lizalfos, who doesn't really usually shoot things and doesn't jump. They might throw something if they're blue, but not as often. And then there's the no jumping parts. Yes, okay, here we go. So, curtains and bubbles. In the NES version, I do go through a room that looks a lot like this on the way to the end. But I think that might not be true here because I have to land on top of that one cliff. No, this sure does look like Critical Path to me. Maybe both lead around. Empty? Empty, okay. Well, let's try for a thing here. Got a bird! Alright, I'm gonna fight. So are statue birds just less healthy than other ones because they go down in one hit? It's weird. A normal red bird does not do that. But statue spawned ones seem to. I don't know, it still feels pretty Critical Path to me. I want full map coverage at the time that I'm fighting Thunderbird. Now, this does not feel Critical Path. No, no. This, down there might be, though. Maybe that's the join-up point. Oh boy, alright, I'm gonna need you not to be here. Sorry, I don't enjoy your company. You're just gonna have to deal with that. Okay, that worked out. Wah! I see. Well, why would I want to be over there, though? Because it exists. There we go. Okay, so that entire thing on the right is not solid. I still want to be over there because it exists. Hey! Well, that's not a jump I can do from there so easily, though. Ah! Should've known. Oh, that puts me here. That's very funny. Alright, well, that's a clear dead end. I don't need to eat that pea bag. That's fine. It can stay there. So I'm gonna make my way all the way back and get back on top of that cliff again. Yeah, chicken can pull that out. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so when I fell down, that put me here. The way around looks like... enormous! So that's a big punishment. Okay, that's fine. It's what I have to do for full map coverage, so I'm okay with it. Punishment path, of course, includes this jump! I did it. Oh, and this room? Well, that's if I take the shortcut, because I fell down in a place to make it easier, but... make it easier also meant I have to deal with this. Yeah, because I took that little shortcut instead of going all the way around. Okay, well, I mean, this room is not that bad, but it is still this room. It's fine. So this room is actually on the critical path. Wait, there are two? Oh, I see. If I do the first one, there are two, but I don't have to do the first one. That's why I thought there were two, because there are, just the first one's optional. Yeah, so at the end of this path, right, long high bridge, I need to fall where there's an opportunity to fall. That'll put me on top of a cliff, and then from there, if I go right, it's actually pretty straightforward. It's gonna lead to the place where I have to break through the floor, then later there'll be the pit in the middle of lava. But aside from that... right, there's the bluebird harassing you while you descend through the column of blocks. This room. There's a second one similar to this. 2, 3. Now you're going to break apart. Yep. I wonder if those bubbles have any different properties than ones that are naturally spawned. Because, like, there's, like, 3 different kinds of bots. There's the regular kind that go down in 1 hit once you have a couple of attack points. There's the regular Great Palace kind that goes down in 2 hits once I have attack 9. And then there's the Kingbot split kind that takes like 10 hits still, even at attack 9. Alright, so I think that's going to be the end of the road here. Yes, okay. So farther down, I'll connect back up to those jagged lines we're seeing shortly. Right, here's that room that I thought that other room was, so there'll be a fairy on this side. Hello, fairy. I'm gonna touch you, just because that would feel right. I will rescue you from this terrible place. There we go. Oops, I absorbed you into my body. Hopefully that's acceptable as rescue. So right, this room no longer has a down pit. Also no longer has a doll. Well, I mean it does, but it's not the not one that I can use. Right, that pea bag is one that I've never collected and I guess never will. It's mostly bait to get me to... ouch. Ouch! Right, so it's fine. Sure. That's fine, I don't need every single one of those. They're not... well, I guess they are technically tracked in my file because they don't respawn, but that's okay, I don't mind. So if I go right, that should be the dead end. Left will be the actual way. What do I think this room will look like? That would have been my first guess, but I didn't voice it so nobody can know if that's actually true or not. I was trying to figure out how to describe this. I would have called this the checkerboard room. Though I actually kind of had a slightly different image in mind. Like I was thinking of this room, but I didn't remember exactly what it looked like. If that makes any sense, which it probably does not. Anyway, so, one way to go. This will lead to the room where I need to break through the floor. And then that's just kind of final gauntlet before Thunderbird. There'll be one remaining dead end past the lava pit. P bag all the way left if I don't break through yet. That's a big if. This should go down. Whoops. Okay, I'll take magic. Here we go. Can I go left? Yes, it's a table room. But yeah, not very far. Okay, that's nice. One of these... This one would be the bird or red jar, I think. Right, so let's get full coverage here. Fully covered. Wait. Yeah. And yeah, I have just passed... maybe I did a moment ago. I have passed the point of no return. Oh right, I forgot about you. All the way on the right will be a very quick dead end. Not as quick as expected because I know this room continues. I've never seen a schematic of it that actually has a wall on the right side. Here we go, it's the checkerboard room again. Or that's how I'm describing it, I guess. Is there anything here? Yes, a fairy. Alright. Level up refilled my magic, fairy refilled my health. There's what, 3 fairies in this palace? Yeah. So generous. Original, I think, had only... it might have had 2. I think that one was intact. It never had the one in the, like, secret bird statue room left of an elevator. But it did have the one buried in blocks in the lower right corner, where there's a link doll to the left. Alright, final point of no return. And Thunderbird is directly to my right. And I appear to have full coverage everywhere else except this mystery, which hasn't revealed itself yet, but my theory is I will get there after Dark Link. That'll be my way back out with his blood that I can use to summon Ganon. Whoa, this goes left? What? What have I found? Whoa! Hold up! A door? Unexpected. Hey, is this a big shortcut? Okay, here we go. So it wasn't a pit, it was a warp door. Also, I haven't been all the way left here. Okay, well this is nice. So what I'm gonna do... There we go. So that's just palace done. So I can warp back and forth between Thunderbird and the beginning. All I want. Good stuff. So what I'm gonna do is save at Mido first. That way if this does lead me to credits, then I can opt not to save and keep trying to figure out what to do at Dragmire Tower. But yeah, this is a good risk reducer. The elevator up should be right here, yes. Right. Yeah, so I feel like I don't have like every single detail memorized, but I have a pretty good map of this place in my head. But it also kind of helps that there's one on screen too. That's pretty useful. Alright, so final Mido save maybe. Well, hopefully not actually. Because I want the game to continue after this. There's an unsolved mystery that the skeleton key I got will not help with, so something else needs to. Save is on the right, save is on the right, save is on the right. I think, yes, that should be true. Don't mind that little bit of missing health, it's fine. I don't want to take the time to talk to you, it's basically nothing. Just a tiny little scratch that will heal well, it won't actually heal itself, but it does not get in my way. What do you suppose she does to heal Link? Like, I've interpreted it always as the magic woman and the life woman both feed him a meal, like a bowl of soup or something. Doesn't one of them say, how about it, it's my special medicine, or something like that? Am I mixing up things here? I don't listen to that dialogue anymore because it takes a while, and it's always the same. Well, it's not, though. One of them in this game fed me vine sauce. So that would fit with my way of imagining it. But the life woman just says, I can restore your life. Perhaps she is a magician who casts healing magic on me. Alright, so, Thunderbird time. So I just did not find this door on my first run. I probably got... Oh, hi. I probably got about... this far in the table room, said, it's the table room, I know what this looks like. And maybe I pulled the thing out of here if there was one. There was, yeah, there was. Okay, there are two in this room. And then stopped and turned around. Okay, so I have my save, should be safe to do this now. It's impossible to do this, oh right, fight without jump, right? No, it is not at all. You come down low enough. I suppose I'll be blue like you. Why did I think I needed to jump to reach that high? Maybe you go higher in the... or don't go as low in the NES version. I might be wrong about that, though. You're spewing so much. Let me help you out. Oh, you're still alive. Yeah, that last bar of health is bigger than all the others. Well, no, it's smaller than all the others. It's more densely packed. It lasts longer. Alright, so... I got this bottle from Zelda. Surely it will do something. I think I already tried to stand on those and I could not. So no Triforce, it's already mine. This battle's as bad as ever. I need to lure you over a little more. At this point, I guess this is just an iconic part of the game, but I don't know. I don't know how you would turn this into a real fight. It's fine for it not to be Thunderbird as the real fight. Thunderbird is a wonderful boss that I always enjoy interacting with. This is just, oh hey, you actually jumped on me, well done. Alright, so, now what? Can I take his blood? Maybe? Get out that bottle. Pour it in. I don't have control. There's the bottle. Yes! Exactly as predicted! Wow! I was right! I thought that was a little bit far-fetched, but no, that's exactly what's happening. Wow! What happens if I go right? Oh! Okay. Unexpected. Okay. Well, there's a new place here. This is one of those spots where I go behind the walls. And so do enemies. Ooh. Okay, that's a situation. Huh. Alright, so still a few great palace bricks here. This is like the unfinished basement of the palace. Whoopsie. That's a jump. No, it's a fall. Oh, there are red lava bubbles here. That's fun. Is it? Was it fun to get knocked in the lava? I say it was. What's your idea of fun? That's mine. Oops. Wow, we somehow hit each other. Daira. Okay, that's a jump. I can do it. Hit! Hit! Yeah. I have no idea what determines whether that works or not, because as far as I know, those were all the same action. But one of them was successful. Okay, so bouncy thing. Here I do have to cast jump, right? Yeah, I don't think there's any magic I could do to make that count as a... Whoa! Okay, come on now. Hip! Hip! There we go. That was fun. Hammer thrower outside a palace. How unusual. So I could have walked out by the back exit, but this might go somewhere interesting. Whoopsie. Alright, Moa, you need to be gone, please. I got jumps to do. There we go. It's dark in this part of the basement. It's so unfinished they didn't even install lighting. Or build any bricks. No, we're just like straight up in a cave now. Oh! Okay, but that doesn't... Alright, well this just kind of put me in the middle of nowhere. I don't really benefit from being here. This feels like... what this feels like to me is that the back exit was a later addition and this was the original way out of the palace after, whoa, that fight. I don't know if that's what it actually is, but that's what it feels like. Because yeah, this is just a much longer way back, but I'll take the long way. That's fine with me. How often do you go back through this screen? I'm not sure if I ever have before. This might be the first time in my life. Because otherwise, like, why would I? Whoa, this music! I'm going to Dragmire Tower. To get there, I do what? Oh boy, how do I get to Dragmire Tower? Nabaru is where I want to be, and it's just up here. Okay. Now we're gonna be summoning. I should also save, of course. And if this is going to be another big, long adventure, I guess at town would be the place to split. Everyone else will know before I do whether that has happened, but I should get to town first. You know what? It's not just going to be one little tiny thing, so actually, let me do the sensible thing and just do it now. I'll respect my own time, because I have other things to do today. I don't need to just keep going for no reason. So I got a bottle full of blood. It looks like that. It's someone's blood that will count as mine. My evil twin. Putting it to good use. And we're gonna pour it on Ganon's remains, which I guess are in that spot in the tower. And deal with him that way. If I go... Alright, I will eat your soup or whatever it is. Stop by for a while. Revived. Yeah, not very specific about what happens in that house. Could be anything. What do you say to me? But yeah, this is the East Hyrule version. How about that? It's my special medicine. I did get the syntax right. That's exactly what she says. Which thing was this? Was map shop. No longer. Did that East Hyrule treasure map do anything for me? Or did I find everything before the map showed me? That might have been what happened. Which house is this? Out back, this is the way to Dragmire. Yes, okay. So this is where I will be going. That's why I'm in this town in the first place. You'll listen to my story and remember it forever. Alright, cool. Next time, Dragmire Tower with blood.